What to watch out for in your relationships. Connection with other people are an important part of our lives. Feeling loved and connected help our mental health. But not all the people we know make our lives better. We shouldn't be in some relationships. They make our lives worse instead of better. Some can even be dangerous. So, it's important to know the warning signs. What are relationship red flags? How can you find them? And most importantly, what should you do if your relationship has gotten to a point where it's no longer healthy? Red flags are signs that someone is acting in an unhealthy or manipulative way. They are dangerous because they are not always obvious at first, but over time, they tend to get bigger and cause more trouble. People often talk about red flags when talking about bad or abusive relationships. Toxicity can happen in any close relationship, whether it's with friends, co-workers, family, or a partner. Let's take a look at 14 warning signs that can show up in any relationship. If you know what they look like and why they are bad, you can stop them before they do too much damage. Number 1. Excessively controlling behavior. Excessive control is a common red flag. People who try to control your actions, decisions, or beliefs care more about what they want than what is best for you. In a healthy relationship, both people are willing to give in and work through their differences. Nobody is in charge of what the other person does. Number 2. A lack of trust. Trust is one of the most important parts of a healthy relationship. When partners, friends, co-workers, or family members don't trust you, it's a big sign that your relationship isn't stable. We all have doubts from time to time, but that shouldn't stop us from trusting the people in our lives to do the right thing. For a relationship to be healthy, both people must trust each other. Number 3. Feeling low self-esteem. People who are close to you should help you, not hurt you. When you love someone, you want to help them and make their lives better. If you don't feel like your partner, family, or friends are there for you, then something needs to change. Number 4. Physical, emotional, or mental abuse. Abuse, physical, emotional, or mental, is always a red flag in a relationship. It's easier to recognize physical abuse, but in the long run, emotional and mental abuse can be just as bad. And just like physical abuse can cause post-traumatic stress disorder, so can abuse of the mind or emotions. No one has the right to ever blame you for their own problems. Those should be dealt with in a fair and constructive way. Abuse is never the right way to deal with a problem. Number 5. Abuse of drugs. Abusing drugs is a clear warning sign. It means that a person has trouble controlling their impulses and has habits that hurt themselves. Depending on the drug, if someone is addicted, any relationship can quickly become dangerous. So, it's important to know that drug abuse is a disease and your loved one might need help. Reach out to the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration if you or someone you know is having trouble. Number 6. Narcissism. Narcissistic personality disorder is a mental condition that shows a person is too focused on themselves and has their own idea of how important they are. Narcissists think that everything in the world is about them, and if someone retains this belief, it usually leads to trouble and chaos. Being emotionally close to a self-centered, narcissistic person can be exhausted and traumatic. Their needs will always get more attention than yours. Number 7. Problems with anger control. If you are close to someone who has trouble controlling their anger, you might feel threatened or unsafe when there is a fight. If someone can control how they feel, that's a big red flag for any relationship. We should all feel safe enough with a partner or friends that we can talk about hard things without worrying about our safety. Anyone who uses anger to scare other people is acting in a bad way. Number 8. No friends. If your partner has trouble making and keeping friends, that could mean it will be hard for you to connect with them. Try to figure out why your partner has had trouble making friends in the past. If you find a deflection, a lack of personal responsibility, or a lack of drive, it's likely that your partner will treat you the same way. Number 9. They spend all their time with you. When a partner doesn't have any other friends, hobbies, or goals, it's a sign that the relationship isn't healthy or fulfilling. Number 10. Inability to resolve conflict. People who try to stay out of fights might think that they are keeping the relationship from falling apart, but in the end, it just leads to a lot of passive-aggressive talk. Accepting constructive conflict is a key part of all relationships, no matter how uncomfortable it can be. Serious problems can never be solved if there isn't productive conflict. This can make people angry and waste their energy. 11. Constant jealousy. When your partner or friend spends a lot of time with someone else, it's normal to feel jealous, but that's no reason to let it make you make bad decisions. 12. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is a common way to manipulate someone. It is a form of emotional abuse that sneaks up on you and makes you doubt your own sanity or decisions. People who are gaslighted are made to feel guilty, even if they didn't do anything wrong. In any relationship, gaslighting is a clear warning sign. 13. A lack of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is being able to recognize and deal with your feelings. People with low emotional intelligence can't figure out how you feel or understand how you feel. This often leads to fights or other forms of manipulations that aren't necessary. 14. Having a negative effect on your relationships with family and friends. Many of us feel a strong sense of community through our families and friends. If someone in your life is making it hard for you to be close to the people you love, that's a big red flag. Healthy relationships should never hurt other healthy relationships. In conclusion, relationships are important for our mental health, but not all relationships are healthy. Red flags in relationships are warning signs that someone is acting in an unhealthy or manipulative way. It's important to recognize these red flags and take action to stop them before they cause more damage. A healthy relationship should involve trust, respect, communication, and the willingness to work through differences.